Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite health coach, The Green Mother, back with another video. And today we're going to be talking about the easiest way to go plant-based. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the very first step that you can take to go plant-based is to simply cut back on meat. Start off by putting a little less meat on your plate, and you can replace what would be that extra meat for extra vegetables or extra grains. Maybe you can start with eliminating pork first. That's what a lot of people do. They eliminate pork, they eliminate beef, and then they eliminate chicken or fish. You know, instead of getting an 8-piece wing, start by getting a 6-piece wing. And make sure you eat the carrots and celery that come with it. The second tip is to start off with easy replacements. Replacing your beef and your pasta for lentils. You know, you can start getting the vegetable lo mein instead of the beef or chicken lo mein when you order Chinese takeout. Getting plant-based milk instead of cow's milk. There's so many different plant-based milks out there. You've got almond, cashew, walnut, any sort of nut, hemp, rice, you name it. There's so many different types of plant-based milks out there. Just find one that works for you. Tip number 3, think of one of your favorite meals and simply replicate it, except make it plant-based. That could be something as simple as taking the smoked turkey or fat out of your collard greens. That's a start. You can make a vegan mac and cheese using butternut squash. You can use oyster mushrooms instead of chicken, jackfruit instead of chicken, or maybe you just love a classic burger and fries. Make sure the fries are not fried in the same grease as the chicken or beef or whatever. And then simply find a veggie burger recipe that sounds good to you, make it, or you can even buy some at the store. I even made a lentil-based meatloaf that was so good. You can make anything that you had that wasn't plant-based can be made plant-based, and it can be so much healthier for you. Tip number 4 is one of the favorite tips that I have to tell people, and it's to simply start with one meal at a time. When I was transitioning into a more vegetarian, vegan, plant-based diet, I started off with breakfast. I started learning how to make smoothies. My very first smoothie was banana peanut butter with ice and almond milk. And then once you master a few breakfast ideas, for example, you can make oat milk is plant-based, smoothies are plant-based. You can even make baked oatmeal, which I made for the first time the other day, which was amazing. You can make cereals with some berries, nuts, granola, plant-based milk, of course. And then once you master a few breakfast recipes, try to get like 2 or 3 just to start. Then you can head to your lunch. And once you get about 2 or 3 of those, you can head to like a dinner, which is honestly kind of the same thing as lunch, depending on, the person. But then you can have 2 or 3 dinner meals. And then the next thing you know, you're eating plant-based meals for all of your meals. The next tip is to choose vegan restaurants when you're eating out, or at least make sure that whatever restaurant you're going to has plant-based and vegan options. The last thing you want to do is pull up to a restaurant, check out the menu, and find out they have nothing there for you. Trust me, it's happened to me a few times. You should always check the menu before heading out to a restaurant anyways, because even if you aren't plant-based, what if they just have nothing that interests you? You know what I mean? So check the menu before heading out. Choose vegan restaurants. Plant-based veganism has really become such a more broader idea. There are so many healthy, more plant-based restaurants to choose from. And not only that, but most, if not all, unless you live down in the South, have at least one option for you. And a lot of the times it's more than just a salad. So you can at least get a little black bean burger or something like that. The next tip is a really important tip. Make sure that you are eating enough. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it's probably just like hardwired into our brains that when we eat healthy, that we have to eat less. That is not the case. A plant-based diet is not a calorie restrictive diet. It's actually a free-for-all diet. You can eat as much as you want, as long as you're satisfied. Just because you're eating healthy doesn't mean you have to starve yourself. We're not starving over here, we're thriving, okay? This journey should be fun, it should be uplifting and encouraging, and there's nothing less encouraging than having to starve yourself because you're trying to be healthy. That is not healthy, that's actually the complete opposite. The next tip is going to be to set boundaries. When you start taking a different path and you start bettering yourself and putting an effort to become better and to become healthy, some of the people around you may not really vibe with that. Some people are gonna make jokes, make fun of you, think that, what you're doing is crazy. How are you going to survive? Some of them are going to try to convince you to not go on this journey. And if you're eating out with them, some of them might try to convince you to eat something that they know that you're trying to avoid. And this really just is not okay. So it's really important at the beginning to set boundaries. Let them know like, hey, I am on a journey of trying to better myself and my health, and I really appreciate it if you could support that and respect that. And that kind of ties in with this last tip, which is to find people who are on the same, if not similar, journey as you. There are plenty of plant-based and vegan Facebook groups out there. You can find plenty of people that are on the same path as you. You know, you can even go to vegan events and vegan festival. Here in Charlotte, we have something called Vegan Vibe Series. So all of the, even if people aren't vegan, people just come out, eat vegan food, surround with each other, network. It's a really cool event. So find things like that in your area that you can go to. You know, maybe even ask a friend and see if they want to tag along with this journey with you. It's always more fun when there's other people doing it with you, and it just makes it a lot easier. So find some friends, some family members, or people on your local Facebook groups that may be interested in doing this or that are already doing this, and do it together. That is all for this video. I hope these tips were very helpful for you and to help you get started on your plant-based journey. If you are someone that is looking for a health coach, someone to support and guide you on your wellness journey, if you're someone that struggles with discipline, finding the right foods to eat, finding recipes, eating more fruits and vegetables in general, please feel free to send me an email and we can always set up a discovery call and talk a little more in depth about how I as a health coach can help you reach your health goals. Grab my wellness workbook right here. And that is all for this video. I'll see you guys next time.